You're listening to Napoleonic Quarterly, and these are the headlines for the first quarter of 1800. Welcome to the turn of the century, listeners. First of all, I would like to express my deep gratitude to Alex Stevenson, the host of the Napoleonic Quarterly, for having me on the team. It is my delight and pleasure to be able to bring these to you on every episode now. And a great deal of the credit goes to Alex for having this idea and following it through. I am privileged to be a part of it. Now to the news. Diplomacy first. In January, William Pitt, suspicious of Napoleon's intentions, rejects French peace overtures, while in Egypt, the Convention of El Arish is concluded with the Ottomans, which will allow the French Armée d'Orient to return to Europe without harassment. On the 20th of March, the convention failed due to internal issues in the Anglo-Ottoman alliance. The delay in ratifying the convention leads to a breakout of renewed hostilities resulting in the Battle of Heliopolis, a clash which once again demonstrated the effectiveness of European regular infantry over Mamluk cavalry, with highly disproportionate losses. Staying with Eastern affairs for the moment, the turn of the year has seen the Wahhabi pilgrims enter the holy cities of the Arabian Peninsula and the Fertile Crescent for the first time. This is due to the failure to prosecute the war against the House of Saud in Arabia. Ottoman defeats in Egypt and failures against the Wahhabis were great blows to the prestige of the Sultan. On a not dissimilar note, now to religion. On the 24th of March, Barnaba Niccolo Maria Luigi Chiaramonte is elected Pope and takes the name Pius VII. He is crowned in Venice with a papier-mâché papal tiara because the French had looted all the originals when they had occupied Rome. Pius is, however, seen as a unifying figure between wayward France and the Holy See. In international domestic news, February sees King George inform Parliament that further subsidies are needed, £2 million, no less, to continue the war. It may come as no surprise, then, to those in the know, that the war may not be lasting much longer. Meanwhile, in Russia, Tsar Paul expels French émigrés, including the Comte de Provence, from his territories, a move which causes concern amongst the enemies of the Republic after the disappointing results of the Austro-Russian invasion of Switzerland and Italy. In France, 7th of February sees a nationwide plebiscite pass the constitution, with 1.28 million for and 1.50 million against. 10 days later, the law of 28 pleuvoirs establishes departmental prefects and a new administrative system for France. 2 days after that, Bonaparte moves into the Tuileries. But more of that from our style editor, Charles Esdale. In purely military news, the French army begins undergoing a transformation from its post-Ancien Régime Republican organization to an embryo of what it will become in a few short years, as Bonaparte approves a corps system into the French armies. The novel but not entirely unique measure would allow an army to operate with flexibility, with each corps large enough to work in concert over a wide area and defend itself from an enemy until other corps arrived to help. Only time will tell if there's anything to it. Back to you, Alex.